shit's killing us, bro.
Okay, what song do you want?
Realize that I am happier when I believe I'm going to get the things that I want. When I believe I'm going to be a famous actress or director, writer, filmmaker. When I snap out of my delusion and I'm overly self-aware, I become depressed. But once I figured out that I was happier delusional, I couldn't figure out if that was ethical or not, and I still don't have an answer to that question. But for now, I'm going to say yes, because it made me happy. And as we've discussed before, and if it wasn't obvious already, being happier makes you a better person. When we were kids, we were so happy because we believed it all. I'm going to be an astronaut, or I'm going to be Superman, without giving it a second thought. It just was because we wanted it to be, and it wasn't until the weight of the world and the people around us convinced us otherwise. But can we rewrite being delusional? I once saw a reel of a girl responding to a bunch of hate, and she was essentially responding to the fact that she was never going to be a pop star because she spoke about how her only goal in life was to be a famous singer, a pop star. She loved dressing up, she loved doing it all. She acknowledged that even though it might be a little crazy, she feels happier living in a world working towards her dreams, even if it might not happen, rather than not doing that. It's obvious and clear that we need to be realistic about some things. I'm not sitting here telling you to go out and start believing that you're magic, but I believe that there are things that we give up on way too quickly because we think it's impossible or dumb. Don't be that person. If you have a dream, chase it. Well, there are a million people in the world who want to do this or be this, and it's not happening for them, so why would it happen for me? Okay, well, why did it happen for Quentin Tarantino at 28? Jane Lynch at 49, Jessica Chastain at 34. It wasn't because the universe needed to cherry pick who the next famous person was going to be. They wanted it. And the way that they lived their lives was in such a way that the only direction their life could take, the only place that they could end up, was in success. That's what I want to do. I want to live my life in such a way that there is quite literally no room for anything else. And let me tell you a story, because this is what actually happened to my boyfriend recently. For those of you who don't know, my partner Josh is extremely driven. His goal has always been to have money and to have wealth. He's always wanted to have a very secure life for him and his family. And we've been dating for 8 years. So ever since I've known him, he's always been trying something and failing at something and trying something again and failing and just trying to figure out what will work. Now, we were in Japan a couple of months ago, and we were at this cafe where you write down your goals and what you're going to do, like where you want to see yourself from a year from now. Very cute. Something that he wrote down was that he wanted to get 100K on Instagram. At this point in time, he barely uses Instagram. He's barely in front of the camera. I love you, I believe you, and I support you, but how? I was just thinking to myself, 100K, How are you going to do this? A couple months later, he goes from almost nothing to surpassing that 100K goal. And I truly believe it's because he started to live his life in such a way that success was the only option. He was taking actions every single day to make sure that what he wanted, he was going to get, because there was no other option. Succeeding was the only option. When he started living his life in a way that was as if he had already succeeded, as if it was just a matter of time, he succeeded. I saw this great quote once, and I think about it all the time. And it's, if someone was to watch you for a week, would they know what your goals and ambitions are? If you're not out there getting singing lessons and trying to learn the guitar each week, how is anyone going to know that you want to be a singer? If I don't go to pole class and I don't pole dance, how is anyone going to know that I want to be a pole dancer? If I hide away and I don't speak and I don't share my opinions online, how is anyone going to know what I'm thinking? Live your life so full of your delusional goals that there's no time for anything else. You've got a job, you've got uni, you've got school, you've got your obligations. Everyone has their obligations, that's fine. What are you doing outside of those obligations? What are you doing to get your success? If I, once I finish work, don't film my YouTube video or go to pole class or create some art, how will it ever happen for me? So whenever I'm doubting myself, I always think of that quote. I think if I were to have a bunch of ice on me right now, like the Truman Show, and someone was watching my life like a movie, and I'm sitting here on my couch scrolling reels or laying in bed, how is anyone going to know what I want to do with my life? How is that going to work? I'm being cautious of using the word manifesting because I feel like that's really overused and there is a little bit of like a spiritual aspect to that. But I just truly believe if you start living your life in a way that there's only room for the things that you enjoy, how are you going to end up elsewhere? If I spend 3 hours watching reels every day after work, I'm going to be the girl that watches 3 hours of reels every day after work. But if I do literally anything else, even if it's not perfect, I'm still going to be one step closer towards that goal than I will be not doing it. We need to figure out why we stop chasing our dreams. I do think it is because of the world around us. We start to listen to other people and we start getting slowly beat down and we just kind of deal with the cards that we've been dealt. It doesn't happen to other people because they're special, because they had some sort of magic thing inside them that made the universe pick them. It was because they started taking action and they worked towards what they wanted. You've got to keep working until success is the only option. Be so delusional that tomorrow could be the day. If it's not tomorrow, it's the next. If it's not the next, it's the next. Thanks for watching Ep 5. That's what's been on my mind lately. Stay chasing your dreams. Stay chasing your delusion. Yeah. Bye. I'll see you all in my next one.
Thank you. What did you think? Now,
Great. Sure.
could I be a singer?
Yeah.